As we begin the movement part of the class, you'll lay on your belly. You can put one hand on top of the other and turn one cheek to the side. This is a real yoga pose called alligator pose. Because we're focusing on the second chakra, bring awareness to the space between your hips, front, back. You can imagine it's a bowl, and the color orange. Allow your body to be supported by the yoga mat, your shoulders to relax, your tummy to unclench. And as you breathe deeply, feel the back of your body expand with breath. You'll move your hands underneath the shoulders and gently roll up. So you'll roll the shoulders onto the back, roll up towards the breastbone, maybe a little bit higher, and then roll yourself down. So you inhale, you might raise the chin slightly and roll up. And exhale, rolling down. One more time. Feeling the strength of your shoulders support you and also the breath. And then push the hips back towards child's pose. Again, come to the breath. Your eyes can be closed. And bring awareness to the color orange. Inhale, you'll come towards tabletop, but you're actually going to come forwards. And then as you exhale, your hips go back to the left and around. So you make a big circle. The leaders or the guides of this circle are the shoulders and the hips. You can allow the neck to move with the movement as well as the rib cage. In the spirit of creating and feeling the full spectrum, allow this to feel good and notice if you need to adjust. And then as you're ready, you'll switch sides. Eyes closed so that you can feel into the body. Hips moving, belly can open, neck releases, shoulders soften. Pause next time your hips come towards your heels. And then come on to hands and knees in a tabletop position. As you inhale, you'll drop the belly, reach the heart forward and look up, the shape of cow. Exhale, chin to chest, roll through the spine. Tailbone goes long as you pull the belly up for cat. Moving between these two movements, see if there can be a flow. Notice where you're stuck. See if there's a physical part of the body holding you back. Maybe sometimes it's uncomfortable in the shoulders or the hips. And see if you can move with awareness of the body and of the feeling. Next time you come into cat, just pause. Feel the strength of the arms as you straighten them. Spread the shoulders away from one another and pull the belly up towards the spine. Take a few breaths here. We're going to move into barrel rolls so the ribs come down, up and around. It's making a circle with the rib cage. Move just in one direction. The arms stay relatively straight. The head can stay dropped down. And the ribs come down, up and around. And then we switch directions. Movement can be big or small. Perhaps it starts small and gets bigger. Imagine you haven't moved some parts of the body yet today or in some days. And then again, pause with a flat back and just notice if you feel some heat, if parts of the body still feel cold, if your breath has shifted. Tuck the toes underneath. You're going to lift the knees off the mat. It's tabletop, but the knees are floating. Pull the belly up and in. Rotate the shoulders away from one another. And then nice and slowly, the hips will come up and back. Once the hips are up, the heels will sink down and you'll come into downward facing dog. Move one foot down and up and then the other, walking the dog. And allow these movements that might be familiar to be a little more rounded, more created, more sculpted in a way that works for you. Take a few breaths here. You can be in stillness, or if movement feels better, then move slightly. The eyes can still be closed and the breath can still be deep. And then you'll take more or less 10 small steps to the top of your mat and we'll meet in ragdoll. Feet hips distance or more apart from each other. You can hold opposite elbows. Imagine you're holding something really heavy. And then bend the knees, let the tailbone drop down, crown of the head towards the ground. You can move side to side, or shaking the head, yes, you can move up and down. You'll continue to move however you're moving, but release the elbow. So it's like your fingertips are just brushing the ground, painting a small circle around you. Come into stillness, let the arms just hang, bend the knees, roll up lower back, middle back, upper back. You'll come to stand and then make big circles with your shoulders. And then move the right shoulder back and then the left shoulder back. So one at a time. And then bring your hands onto your shoulders and the elbows will come in front of you and meet and then up and back. The second chakra is the space of the womb, but I feel like it connects a lot to the heart and the space of the shoulders. In order to create, I think it helps to have an open heart, and often we're holding a lot of tension in the shoulder. So the right arm is going to go up and around, making a big circle with an extended arm. To add on to it, it's simple, but you'll just look at the hand. So you look at the hand as it comes up and around. It might mean that you turn a bit more as the hand goes behind you. And then we'll switch sides. Right hand comes down towards your hip. Left hand comes forward, up and around. At first, you can just move the hand and then you'll look at it and see if the movement changes at all. Coming to center, left hand on the heart, right hand on the belly. If the eyes aren't closed, let them close. Feel your feet on the ground. Gently shift the weight towards the ball of the big toe, towards the front of the feet, and then back towards the corners of the heel. Hands come down by your side, palms facing forward. On an inhale, reach the arms out and up to the sky. On an exhale, open the arms and swan dive forward. So you lead with the heart and then you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms out and up to the sky. And exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Reach out and up. Look at the hands and fold. Halfway lift on an inhale. Hands plant, step the right foot back, and the back knee comes down for a low lunge. Inhale, the arms come up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down, step back, high plank. Take one breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. The hips will come to the ground, and then you inhale, roll the shoulders onto the back and lift. Exhale through hands and knees to downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Back knee comes down. Exhale. Inhale, the arms come up. Hands come down. Step forward and fold with an exhale. Inhale, arms out and up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. We'll repeat that a few times and then do it on our own. This time the left foot will step back and the left foot will step forward. Inhale, arms go out and up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out and up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, look at the thumbs, fold to the earth. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, knee goes down. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down. You'll step back, high plank. One breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Lower the hips. Inhale, the shoulders lift you up, small back bend. Exhale through hands and knees, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Completely inhale and then exhale, put the right knee down. Inhale, arms come out and up to the sky. Pull the belly button in, even though your ribs are pushing forward. Exhale, hands come down, you step forward and fold. Inhale, arms out and up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. See if you feel hot or cold. Notice the heartbeat under your left hand. Notice the speed of the beating heart. And then notice this sense of pleasure. See if the movement feels good, if the breath feels good, if the feeling in the mind is positive. If not, as we move, make the adjustments. We'll do the same sequence once more, and then you'll repeat on your own, adding in whatever you want to add or taking out what you want to take out. Hands come down by the side, palms face forward. Roll the shoulders onto the back. Inhale, reach out and up to the sky. Exhale, open the arms and swan dive forward. Lead with the heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach out and up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reach out and up. Look at the thumbs, exhale and fold. Inhale, right foot steps back. Exhale, back knee comes down. Inhale, reach out and up. Hands come down. Exhale, step back, high plank. One breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Of course, you can do chaturanga. Inhale, slide onto the belly and lift up. Exhale through hands and knees, downward facing dog. One breath in. One breath out. Inhaling, right foot steps forward. Exhale, back knee comes down. Inhale, arms reach out and up to the sky. So you might have guessed, but you don't need to put the back knee down. Hands come forward. Step forward and fold, exhale. Inhale, reach out and up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. We'll go right into the left side. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, look at the thumbs or swan dive, up to you. Fold forward. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, back knee comes down, optional. Inhale, arms come out and up to the sky. Any arm position would be valid here. Exhale, hands come down and you step back, high plank. One breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide onto the belly, small cobra. When you do this on your own, that could be upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out here. In the next round, you'll move through it without my voice. I'll still do the movements, but if you want to hold a pose for longer, say high plank or downward facing dog, you can hold it for many more breaths or you can skip it altogether. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, back knee down. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Just feel before we move more. In the spirit of creation, we'll move through the same sequence, but give yourself what you need. If you want a little more heat, then move with a little more muscular effort. If you need more stretching or more twisting, then do just that. So first, in this moment, just feel and see what would feel good for you, what you need right now. Hands come down to the side, palms face forward. When you're ready, you'll begin. Right foot steps back and then right foot steps forward, left foot steps back and then left foot steps forward. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Listen to the sound of your breath. Move as quickly or as slowly as you want. I'm adding in a twist of the arms because for me and my spine, that feels good right now. Noticing the relationship to the energetic. The relationship to your breath, to the movement and how it feels in your body. Knowing that there's no way to get it wrong. Guided by the teacher within. There's no rush to finish, but when you complete the left side, we'll meet laying on our back. So it'll be like you go into Shavasana. It might feel nice to pause before you go there. So pause with one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Notice the flow, the cyclical nature of your movements, of your mood, of your breath. With your eyes closed, you may see the color orange, the support of this vibrant orange color. As you complete laying on your back, as though in Shavasana. From movement to complete stillness. Feeling your heartbeat, feeling your breath, and then holding the knees into the chest, giving yourself a hug. Because maybe you've just created a sequence on your yoga mat for the first time. Perhaps you come to a yoga class because you want to be told what to do, and just now I didn't do that. Whatever it is, giving yourself a hug just because you've showed up. And then you'll hold behind the knees and rock forward and back. So rolling the length of the spine. And again, seeing if this can feel good. So if it doesn't feel good to roll on your spine, then don't do it. If small rolls or big rolls feel better, then do just that. And then you'll come up to stand and fold. Toes turn out towards the upper corners of your mat, and you'll drop the hips down towards a squat. Elbows can press the knees out. Eyes can be closed, but you imagine the collarbones smiling, lifting the heart up. Supported by the first chakra, the earth, grounding, feeling the foundation close to the earth, and moving into this space of creation, of feeling, of pleasure, the second chakra. Standing up, arms come out and up, hands come to the center of the chest. You're going to come into dancer's pose. So balancing on the left foot first, left hand to the left hip. And at first, bend that right knee and just hold the right ankle so it looks like a quad stretch. See if you can slightly push the right hip forward and notice where you feel a stretch. And see if you can relax the shoulders because they feel like they need to work in this pose, but they actually can relax. If your right hand is on the outside of your right ankle, move it to the instep of the right foot. Left hand goes up to the sky, bicep by your ear, and I like to make the OK sign, for lack of a better term. Index finger and thumb come together in the left hand. And I'm just standing here right now. Feel the left foot on the ground, and then slowly start to kick the right foot into the right hand, moving the right foot away from the body. My left hand is still up towards the sky. The final step in this pose is to tilt the upper body to point the left hand closer towards the horizon line. So the heart is still open, but the upper body comes down. And then find your breath. And as you're ready, you'll come out the same way you came in. So you'll stand tall. The left hand will go up towards the sky. You'll drop it down by the hip. Move the right hand to the outside of the right ankle. And then shake it out and let it go. So the right ankle can shake slightly. And then keep balance on the left foot and just make a big circle with the right ankle. In one direction, and then switching, move in the other direction. Okay, second side, right foot on the ground, left knee will bend, left heel comes up towards the sitting bones, and then just pause. Notice the hip, the quadricep on this side, see if it feels anything similar to the other side or if it's a totally different feeling. Maybe your knee speaks to you on one side and not the other. Notice the flexibility in the ankle. See if your shoulders are on top of your hips and pull the belly in. Shoulders on top of hips, but you can release the shoulders. And then right hand can release from the hip. Left hand comes to the instep of the left foot. The right hand goes up to the sky, bicep by the ear, and on that left hand, index finger and thumb come to meet, 3 fingers outstretched. Feeling tall, shoulders still over the hips, and you'll start to kick the left foot into the left hand, moving the left foot away from the back of the body. And then find one point of focus and start to tilt the body forwards. Maybe you feel a stretch in the left shoulder, small wobbles. See if you can still breathe with a steady breath. Take 2 more breaths here. Slowly you'll come to stand up tall, coming out the same way you came in. Right arm up to the sky, and then it will drop down. Left hand onto the outside of the left foot. Small quad stretch. And then you can let it go. Shaking out that left foot. Maybe switching right foot, left foot. And then balance on the right foot. Lift the left foot slightly off the ground and make circles with that left ankle. And then switch directions. Both feet on the ground. Inhale the arms out and up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward and fold. Inhale, hands on the shins to support you. Halfway lift as though you're looking over the edge of your yoga mat. Hands come down and step back to downward facing dog. Long spine, belly pulls in, eyes can close, but a small smile on the face. And then you'll walk the feet forward and come down to sitting. Soles of the feet come together and the knees apart for butterfly, Baddha Konasana. At first, just hold the ankles and lift the chest up so it feels like a small back bend. Keep the gaze looking straight in front of you. So the chest is lifted, but the belly starts to come down. So the belly button comes down, but you're still looking slightly up. And then you can engage the glutes to press the knees down. Take a breath in. And exhale, fold all the way into yourself. So the chin comes towards the chest. And notice where you feel. Notice where you feel stretching or compression, where there's sensation in the body. As you breathe deeply, you might notice where there's space in the body. You can move from your tailbone up the length of your spine. Imagining the different vertebra, the left side of the spine, the right side of the spine. You get up towards the shoulders. Imagine you can see them and you see whether they're relaxed or working. Find that happy medium. Two more breaths. Slowly you'll come to sitting. Your feet will come onto the ground and your knees point up. Hold behind the legs and come down one vertebra at a time. You can engage the abdomen slightly and try to go as slow as possible. Legs will extend. Eyes can close. Come back to that color orange and your intention. Allow your intention to feel alive. as though it's pulsating through the body. You can feel it with every cell of your soul, at least in this moment. So it's a space you create and you invite that intention in so that it is so. As you settle into Shavasana, I would like to share a poem. Again, you won't need every word, but just kind of let it wash over you. Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about your despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscape. Over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over and over, announcing your place in the family of all things. Let the body remain still, but bring your awareness back to the cycles of breath. Put a small smile on the face. Find gentle movements in the body. Extend the arms long overhead. Feel as though you're stretching taller than ever before. And then give yourself a nice big hug. Roll onto one side, using as little effort as possible. This moment of transition from our hour together into the rest of the week. And push yourself up into a comfortable seated posture. You can bring your hands to the center of your heart or any mudra that feels appropriate. Bringing to mind that word, your intention. Trying it on, seeing if it will serve you for the rest of the week. May we each live intentionally, live consciously, live in beauty. The best of me honors the best of you. The worst of me respects the worst of you. Namaste.